secret to eternal life. A bit of a giveaway, really, but there we go. Oh, hello. Welcome to another episode of Ask God. It's very nice to be. You'll have to forgive the wings today. That lot over there will help me with the show, because basically we had a bit of a karaoke thing last night, and up till all hours it was okay until Johnny Cash came along and started singing. Couldn't get him to stop. And then he kept going on about how he wants to do a gig in hell and things like that. I think for Johnny that hell is the nearest equivalent to prison for him, because he used to like doing the gigs with the prisoners, didn't he? Like the Folsom Prison and all that malarkey. Yes. So anyway, that Elvis impersonator was rather good, I thought. Yeah, he was rather good. Did Hound Dog and stuff. What? Oh, right. He's actually Elvis, apparently, not an impersonator. Anyway, so there we go. Anyway, our first question today is from Peter Willow of Hampstead, who asks, how can I fix my front spoke to the lookout valve? I know. I'll just read it for you word for word. I'll explain why in a minute. So if you attach the washer to the rear valve, take the patter along a bit, screw it to the lookout valve, and make sure you fix the grout by the byway trickle vent, then you should be fine. I know, I haven't got a clue either. I really haven't. It sounds like a load of gibberish to me. In short, just briefly explain, we had to put that question to Edison, and he is rather helpful with that. So that's Edison's advice about putting the thingy with the doodah and all that sort of thing. Next, Pamela Scoot of Lansing, peculiar name, yes I know. She asks, who invented the wheel? Well, Pamela, wasn't strictly down to one person. Happening all across the world at different times, basically. The Chinese were pretty quick off the mark. Used sort of long roll type things from like trees, tree trunks, stuff like that. And then the Scandinavians, strangely enough, were quite quick off the mark as well. Mind you, the Vikings were quite ingenious with a lot of things, and things like that. I won't digress. So basically, there's no true one founder. It sort of happened around about the same time frame across the world in different continents and in different countries, basically. So there we go. Next, Zeus Theodopoulos. Oh, what kind of name is that? Can't be a real name. Anyway, Zeus. Zeus asks, is there such a thing as karma? Well, Zeus, no. We don't use karma here in Bliss, and down in your earthly realm. I know some people believe in karma, but we don't deal with karma. I don't put all the good deeds on one side and all the bad deeds on the other and then weigh them up or anything like that. It's a bit sort of Zoroastrian, really. We just say it's just life happening, basically. Good days, you get bad days, don't you? So strictly speaking, there is no karma as such. I know a lot of the other chaps up here, like two doors along, we've got Nirvana, basically, and they believe in karma and stuff like that, don't they? And how they think that a bad deed means you're going to get a bad deed done back to you and all that stuff. But we don't deal with that, really. Most people just trust me to sort things out for them, and that's what I'm here for, basically. Anyway, it's just life happening, basically. Next, Rosita Stoneley of Port Slade asks, what's your favourite food? Oh, now, that is a bit of a tough question, actually. I rather like the old beans on toast. That's a bit of a favourite. Like sausages too. British banger. The German ones are nice as well, don't get me wrong. But I prefer British banger, basically. Then, I like the continental type of foods from Spain and France and Portugal, along the old Mediterranean coast type thing. In the Mediterranean area, that's rather nice. I'm rather partial to a curry as well, but I'm talking about proper Indian curry, not British curries, but it's all, lots of sauce and things like that. So there we go. I just asked the wings as well, because they normally like to throw something in at this point. So what's your favourite type of food? Pasta shapes, apparently. So pasta shapes. Anything else? Tacos. Yeah. Oh, yes. Don't get me started with the tacos. Make a right mess, they do. Well, it's the white gowns, isn't it? You don't think to change your gown when you're going to eat your tacos. You get tomato sauce down it. It's all white. We go through a shed load of stain bar each week. It's absolutely ridiculous. Taco night. Should be renamed laundry night. Yes. But I don't care. You should be more careful. Put on a darker colour or something. Something that's less visible with a tomato. Well, you do insist on wearing the white gowns. That's just your choice, not mine. I'm ever so sorry. Well, we'll discuss it later. No, I'm not changing the brand again either for the flipping laundry soap. We don't need to. You just need to take more care on Teco night. Put a bib on or something. Might be easier if they just put a bib on, really, wouldn't it? Anyway, I do digress. So, our next question is from Belshazzar Snig. Belshazzar Snig. What kind of name's that? He asks, who is your favourite singer or group? Well, Belshazzar, I think it'd be a tad unfair to have just one particular favourite, rather like James Taylor and Shaka Khan. Yes, Shaka Khan. Yes, I like Shaka Khan. Bette Midler, she's all right, really. The Beatles, they were good. And yes, they were good last night as well, weren't they? Yeah, I think karaoke. Half the Beatles are here, if not more. And George Harrison was really good. He did go on a bit, and then he nipped back along to Nirvana. I think he tends to like it there better. There we go. So who do you like? I feel obliged to ask them when people ask me to get an idea of what the rest of the Wings like. What? Bonzo Dog Doodah, but oh, don't I know it? Oh, right. Yes, I know you like Bonzo Dog Doodah band singing Mr. Slater's Parrot all hour of the morning, early hours of the morning, I hasten to add as well. Yes, I've heard you. And I'm the urban spaceman for the 30th time, the umpteenth time, but I hear it through the day. I think we'll be getting some soundproofing for your room. Yes, absolutely. We've got soundproofing for the Heavenly Choir in a minute. Basically, because when they're practicing, they make a bit of a racket. And we had to get soundproofing. We lock the door when they're practicing. They're lovely voices, and when they get the things right, the harmonies, absolutely spot on, perfect, lovely to listen to. It's just when they're practicing. Yes, and yes, they're not practicing. They just, singing things like My Pink Half of the Drain Pipe and stuff like that. Wee hours in the morning. Anyway, I won't go on too much about that. Next, Delilah Studgeon of Brooksum asks, why does it feel like Christmas comes earlier each year? Well, Delilah, I do fear that you're absolutely right, aren't it? It does feel like it. It isn't true necessarily. I think what it is that it's all the commerciality around the season, isn't it? People just think, oh, right, Halloween's done and out the way, so we'll crack on with Christmas, and they start putting things up in the shops. And you walk about and you see the lights for sale and the Christmas trees, and then people start thinking it's Advent already, and they put up the decorations just a tad early, I feel. Just my opinion, though. So it seems like, as I say, once Halloween's done and out the way, they just want to get Christmas done with and over with, don't they? Really. The only thing I do like about Christmas being early is that I can get my Easter eggs in pretty quick on Boxing Day normally. So it does have its plus side in that regard. But Christmas isn't what it used to be, I feel. But I preferred the older days, basically, with all the fun and expectation of candles and Christmas trees and, excited children. And in the stories you exchange around the fireplace and stuff like that. These days it's all films and people on their mobile phones just going like that all the time. The only way to have a conversation over the Christmas table with the family setting at Christmas, I fear, is actually by text message. It can't be bothered to open their mouths, making social scene a bit awkward, I feel. So, that's just my opinion, but I think you're right, that Delilah, basically. It's just used for profit, isn't it? It's very commercial these days, I fear. Anyway, moving on. Callum Piggott of Edenbridge asks, what's the smallest thing in the universe? Well, there's lots of very, very small things, things that are infinitesimally small. However, the smallest thing in the universe, and this will surprise you, be a bit of a heads up for the quantum physicists and all that, is called the IOG. Now, the IOG is the most simplest, smallest thing in the universe. It's non-baryonic. It's in dark energy, basically. So if it's a bit like the heart. If you imagine it to be like a heart of something, and it's a very, very center of it, and basically it doesn't hold any charge. It's not negative or positive or anything like that. It just is. It's the humble IOG, basically. And what happens is that it moves along with the flow of dark energy, and as it gets moved along, it sort of gets flattened out best way to describe it, I think, isn't it? Yeah, the IOG. Yeah. So you know how you like roll pastry out with a rolling pin. Now happens what happens with the IOG, and so it gets sort of flattened out with the flow of the dark energy, and then layers build up on top of it, so it sort of toughens up a bit like a scab over skin, or yeah, a lasagna. Yeah, lasagna would be a good comparison there. So it ends up, forming these layers on top of it, and then it becomes part of the dark energy itself. And it comes in an assortment of flavors, as I've explained before in a previous episode. There's lots of different flavors of dark energy. They're a bit like the hundreds and thousands that you get on cakes, or some of them are sort of roundish, some of them are like the shape of rice grains and things like that. And this humble IOG is a tad like that as well. And so it sort of gets merged in with the dark energy. It sort of gets moved along like that. And as it gets moved along, it comes in layers, and it starts getting thinned out, and then it builds up these layers, toughens up, and it all becomes part of it, basically. So that's the humble IOG, which is the smallest thing in the universe, and it is absolutely infinitesimally small. Okay. And there's lots of different flavours of them as well, and you'll discover all this once you start researching dark energy and dark matter. You'll find it. Don't worry. Anyway, so here we go, the obligatory bits from Janice and Mark. So yeah, we've got a lot to get through. I'll do my best. So we've got the dual soul discount at the moment, haven't we? Where basically you're assured a place in heaven, and then you're granted the assurance that your loved one's going to be with you. So it's not so much a discount as just an initiative, basically. When you sign up for that, you get what do you get? The I Heart God gowns. Yeah, or the I Heart Bliss. That's like the I Heart. They finally seen it from my way of thinking. It's not I love, is it? No, you didn't write the word love. You wrote the little heart-shaped thing. So I Heart God. I Heart Bliss. You get a choice. And also, if you recommend a friend for the dual soul discount, then you get one of these blessometer things, where one for you and one for the people who you nominated, basically. So if you recommend the dual soul discount to your best friend, and they've got a partner, then they get the same deal as what you've got, and they get a blessometer as well. And so we get little quartets of people coming up here, so they don't feel so alone. Well, when it happens, of course, it's terrible when someone passes away, isn't it? But you do get the reassurance that they're going to be with you, basically. Then also we've got the Peace, Eternity, Grace, and Salvation, or PEGS for short, as we call it. We've also got the other initiatives at the minute, like the soul cleansing. Yes, we had to rebrand forgiveness, apparently, according to Janice and the focus group. So, got soul cleansing. It should just be forgiveness. Forgiveness was so simple, but with soul cleansing, it's I've forgotten a tagline for it now. What is it again? For soul ablution, we've got the solution. Soul cleansing gets rid of sin without leaving any nasty stains. I know there's no nasty stains. You don't get stains with sin. Apparently it's referring to a passage from Ephesians where it mentions about blemishes and things like that. Anyway, so that's that bit. And then also we got the pass it on. And the pass it on is very popular at the minute. We had to issue an apology to some people in the last episode because they haven't quite got their parchment certificates yet. So with pass it on, don't get stressed, get God to bless. So ask me, I send down a blessing. You get to keep this fancy parchment certificate thing that says I didn't get stressed, I got blessed, which has proven very popular, apparently. And then you're expected to pass it on, pass the not the parchment, you get to keep that, but you pass the blessing on. So if, for example, if you ask for good health, then you get good health, and then you pass on that blessing to other people who needed the good health as well. So that's proving rather popular at the minute. I'm kind of glad with that. So there we go. And then finally, don't forget to like our Facebook page, which is Ask God. Our username for that is @God@BlissHQ. What else? Oh yes, we got the YouTube channel as well, so don't forget to subscribe to that and keep up to date with our latest episodes. We're doing something called a Christmas special in just a few weeks as well, which will be a seasonal thing. Obviously I'm not going to do it at Easter, am I? I'm not as bad as the commercial world down there. No, we're not. We're going to do it at Christmas aren't we? Yes, we just get the decorations up around the place in Bliss HQ here, and then we'll sort it out and we'll do that for you. So I do fear that's all we have time for today. So peace be with you. Take care. Bye bye.